Good morning, everyone. This is Rivgal. We are playing some more Elden Ring. Today, we are heading to do a little bit of backtracking around southern Limgrave here. I am hopeful that we can complete a couple NPC stories, beat a few bosses. What is going on over there? This, you know, this spell is like something of madness. And it feels appropriate in this moment. Okay, so we're going to keep an eye out. I believe there should be a site of grace somewhere around here, as well as an NPC. Well, there's the site of grace. I believe the NPC is just supposed to be somewhere around here. I don't see them. I'm not super worried about it. I'm just not sure. They're there. Awesome. Perfect.
You must be the new Tarnished. You do well to steer clear of a Gill Lake fledgling. A dragon roosts there, and it's as fearsome as it is majestic. So, unless you're mad or wish to be burned alive, stay clear of the lake. Don't be a fool.
Okay. So, after being told not to go towards the lake, we are promptly going to run straight towards the lake. Because that's just the kind of people we are. However, we are not going to try and fight the dragon. So the dragon is like kind of northwestish of here, in this kind of little nook. We're gonna head north up this, basically under the bridge. And there is going to be a mini boss fight, actually an invader fight there. We haven't really dealt with invaders yet, I don't think. So invaders are effectively NPC versions of player characters. We should probably actually deal with these guys before we continue. I just want to make sure that we don't get interrupted by these skeletons while we're fighting something that's already nasty. Also, I don't know how nasty it is at this point. That should be good enough. So yeah, like I was saying, they basically have the move set and equipment set of human characters. So they're treated kind of the same way a PvP match would be. They can roll. We've seen certain fights that kind of feel like that, but not entirely. And it should be showing up anytime. There we go. Oof. He moves around a lot. I'm not sure the lightning is actually the best against him. The fire might be slightly better. Unfortunately, we've got a bit of a jaunt back. That's okay. I'm kind of hoping that because it's now day, we won't have those skeletons to deal with as well. There's a thing there, and I kind of just want it. I don't know what it is, but I want it. Like, I'm sure that... Yeah, it's just a leap. I was just gonna say, I'm sure it's not worth it. But I want it. Just hoarder things. Again, I don't think that the number of potions we've got is gonna matter that terribly much. Okay, we're going to be able to tell when the invasion starts because we're going to lose our horse. Yep. Also, I know which way our help is coming from now. So Bloody Finger is coming from this way. Seriously? There we go. So we're not probably going to use that for much, but we did just get a dagger called the Reduvia. It scales on Arcane, which is why we're not really going to use it that much. But if we ever have stuff that we need to proc bleed on, it is a good way to do that. It is a fast attacking dagger, and the way special effects like bleed work is it builds up that meter in the middle. And so if you hit them multiple times... Hey, a lantern! We finally get to use it. Murkwater Cave. So yeah, basically I have a couple specific instances that we're probably going to use it, because bleed can be very powerful against bosses. But we're not going to be going super out of our way for it. And we're not going to be putting enough points into Arcane to make it work, hopefully. That was a full poison in one go. We'll go ahead and wait until this poison finishes working through our system. So yeah, we're fighting Highwaymen, and there is going to be a boss fight here. With Patches. There we go. Who is another NPC.
Well. Thought you'd just help yourself to a man's personal belongings, huh? You scheming little thief! The gods demand repentance! Cough up your coins! All of it! Wait, please! I surrender! White flag and all! Well, finally come round, have you? I knew you would. You're a man of reason. True and true. Well, what do you know? You're tarnished, like me. Now, how did I get that wrong? I took you for a demi-human or some such. An innocent mistake, I assure you. Well, water under the bridge. Now we're squared up. How about we play nice from now on? A true man of reason. Just what I like about you. I'm Patches. Patches the Untethered. Tarnished like you, only free-spirited. Nomadic, you might say. Only for now, those retired soldiers turned bandits. And they're paying for my gruel. In exchange for my, well, showing them the ropes. But honestly, this looting racket is bloody terrifying. Frankly, I'm ready to wash my hands clean. Maybe set up a legitimate shop. So don't be a stranger. I'll be ready to wheel and deal come next time. Don't forget to pop back for it. I'll be ready to wheel and deal.
Okay. He'll be ready to wheel and deal next time. So yeah, basically, by sparing him, we unlock the shop, and we'll be able to progress his story later. And I'm pretty sure that by doing that,
Well, nice of you to drop in finally. It's all a bit ad hoc, but I'm sure you'll find something. And welcome to Patch's Emporium, where you won't need a refund, because everything's top notch.
Gold Pickled Foulfoot is potentially good, but we don't need it right now. Stone Sword Keys, we definitely are okay with getting more of. Sacrificial Twig is good. Honestly, he's got a lot of decent, not like essential stuff. I just want to use my 5,000 on a Stone Sword Key. We already have 4 right now, but I feel like you always want more of these.
Cheers for that.
And apparently there's just a treasure chest hanging out here. Oh.
Well, well, well. I should have known, you scheming little thief. The gods demand vengeance! Vengeance!
I honestly didn't know that that was going to happen. And I don't know where this is taking me. Okay. He just randomly dumped us in the middle of Mirkwood. Well, if I knew that, I would have planned our last video around it. I guess, I mean, we could, while we're here, if we head kind of southeast-ish, there should be, like a minor Erd tree over here. And I think we can get something out of it. I don't think it's a lot of good things, necessarily. Like, it's not stuff that's good for us, I should say. I'm leaving. Oh, okay. Not leaving fast enough. Nope, you're happy. Okay. I understand that you're a bear, but I literally throw lightning at things. So you're not one of the very giant bears like the other ones that are scary. I'm sorry. If I could throw lightning bolts in real life, I'd be a lot less worried about bears there too. Right? Can we actually take this lift right now? We can. I didn't think we could. This takes us to the underground. We're not going to actually do much there right now. But this game has, if you're familiar with D&D, this game has basically the Underdark. There's literally an entire additional map. Not as extensive, but there is still a map under the regular map. I think there's like 3 or 4 areas. Actually, that pretty much sums it up right there. As with all the other areas, this game does an amazing job of just showing you where it is going to take you. We're going to start out down here and eventually be able to go all the way up there. We are not actually doing that right now, though. What we are going to do is grab that, because I think that's a map. Might be wrong. That is not a map. Okay. So we can now toggle between overworld and underworld on our map. You have been trapped. You cannot travel to sites grace till you rest at one. Oh, okay. So when we got dumped out in the middle of the wilds by patches, it actually trapped us, and we weren't going to be able to leave until we found a site of grace. That's kind of cool. Actually, you know what? Speaking of weird sites of grace, that actually works out really well. This is not one of the things that I was planning on doing right away. But if we go, let's see, is it this way? This is a lot less smooth than I thought it was going to be. I've been misled. Sacred Blade. Sacred Blade is actually one of the useful Ashes of War for us. What the heck? Okay. So yeah, it can make any weapon scale on faith. So once we start dumping points into faith, we could take something like, let's say, the broadsword that we've already leveled up, and say, hey, this now tracks off faith. I mean, this is showing... Okay. Like, right over in this little crevice here. Which is probably why there's a bunch of bloodstains around it. People trying to figure out how to get that point. Okay, I see it down there. It's nestled in there, but I can see it. I think it is just literally back here. There we go. And this is going to take us all the way across the map. All the way across the map. This is the Bestial Sanctum. So at this point, we've got 3 different places that we can learn our prayers from. There's the Beast.
I smell it. Death. Feeding me. Tarnished. Bring more death. I shall grant thee. Eye and claw. Feed me more. I shall grant thee. Feed me.
So, first of all, Clawmark is a seal. So that does give us, I mean, it's not as strong as far as scaling goes, but it does scale more off strength than the other one did. It also boosts any bestial incantations. So as we bring more Deathroot, we will be awarded with more incantations. Other thing we're going to do over here. So, quite frankly, we don't want to be in this area yet. We're probably at a... Actually, I take that back. We are probably at a point where we could somewhat deal with a lot of the stuff here, even if it was a kind of a pain. However, there is just a golden seed hanging out here. There's a dragon on that bridge. I was not told that there would be a dragon on that bridge. We just rush across? I mean, I guess we can try. Like, at worst, it just kills us. That is where we're heading, by the way, ultimately. Minor Erd tree. Is there a... What? This is not what I signed up for! Like I said, we probably don't actually want to be here. I mean, we probably actually can. We can, at best, benefit from some of the stuff in this area. Actually, no. We can, at worst, benefit from some of the stuff in the area. At best, we can probably actually make some progress if we wanted to. What the heck was that? I no longer know where I'm going. That's what we're looking for. So this is a very, very old dragon. Behind this very, very old dragon is this fort. And more importantly with this fort, a lost grace. I mentioned earlier in my earlier that we're going to use this knife for one thing, and that's for bleed. I'm not sure where you go to start, but I know you can stab it somewhere. It doesn't move, just to be clear here. Now, I realize it looks like we're doing almost no damage. And we're not. But eventually, we should see a big dip. Maybe. I'm hoping that the bleed effect still works when we don't have the stats for it.
5 minutes later.
Okay, good news and bad news. The bad news is bleed doesn't work if you don't have the stats. So we actually have several weapons that cause bleed buildup, including Bloodhound's Fang, Flail, and the Hook Claws. None of them we meet the requirements for. So we're going to try this. It's probably not good that it's not hitting. Let's wander around a little bit and make sure we're hitting a sweet spot. Okay. So Black Flame is also a percentage-based attack. Which means, as you can see from the health meter, we can still drop off thousands of hit points at a time. Each flask, we're doing about 11,000 damage. I moved all of my flasks over to mana, and I think we should have enough. If we miss it by one, I'm gonna be mad. Just realized I forgot. To move that over. Okay. So, by utilizing that gold pickled foulfoot, we boost how many runes we get for a short time. Which means that we just got extra runes from the big scary thing that we weren't supposed to be fighting or getting to yet. Which means that we can get several levels all at once, which is going to be really nice. I'm kind of tempted to do this. This will let us get the upgrade on our, or to equip our upgraded weapon when we're casting. And then 20s in both of those was my goal, and then we're going to start pumping mind. We're probably going to want a little bit more endurance at some point. Oh, that's right. We wanted one more endurance so we could use the shield. So yeah, I feel like that's probably what we're going to be doing here. And by probably, I mean I just did. So now our black flame is going to be able to become much stronger. And let's go ahead and switch this back. Now, the Godslayer Seal is weaker at a base level, but it also boosts damage on specifically our Black Flame. So, that was a good chunk of levels all at once. We also just got got 5 dragon hearts, which can be used at the Church of Dragon Communion here to learn draconic powers. So we now have the Beast Sanctum, the Church of Dragon Communion, both unlocked, as well as the Church of Vows that that was where we were learning our prayer book incantations, our standard incantations. Now, the draconic incantations are very powerful, especially the ones that you can get from that particular dragon. I'm not yet sure if I want to utilize them because I'm having fun playing the game, and it feels like some of that might be kind of OP. Like, I'm doing this to play the game, not to walk through the game and squish everything. I want something that is powerful enough that I don't feel like I need to, no hit every single boss, but not something that I can just demolish everything. So those draconic incantations are probably still a ways off for me. I may pick them up so that I have them as options if I get stuck. If I get to a dead end, it would be nice to just have something to just mow down, something that's being a roadblock. But I don't want to do that unless I need to. So that's kind of where I'm at. This was a weird one. We did a little bit, a little bit down here, a little bit of exploration, but then we went to some unexpected places, and I blame Patches. So, I think that's going to do it for this time. Hopefully you're still enjoying. If you are, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.